Now, this is very important actually. Case. This set is having the questions on cases. This is very important. Mostly such kind of interview have been asked in the product based companies. Okay. Mostly in Citi, Barclays, Deutsche Bank, such kind of companies we generally ask question based on cases. So we'll understand like what is case actually. So case is used to apply the conditional logic in SQL, similar to the if else statement in the programming languages. So we know like we are generally using if else statement in the C sharp. So similarly, we can implement the same kind of a stuff in SQL by using cases. Okay. It allows you to return a different value based on the different condition. Okay. So let's say we have a employee already, you know, the employees table, which is having the lot of data like employee name, age, salary. Then there are few more columns, I believe, like gender, city, department, hire date, job titles, right? But we wanted to, you know, run a query to categorize the employees based on the salary. On the first column, we wanted to print the employee name, and the second column, let's say we wanted to print the category of employee, whether the high salary or regular salary. For such kind of categorization related stuff, if you wanted to achieve in SQL, we can achieve this by using cases. Okay. We are going to show the real time example, how we can implement the cases and how it prints or how it shows the output. Okay. And this will not help you to prepare for the interviews, but this will very helpful for you to, you know, apply if else kind of a logic while writing the store procs or while writing the conditional SQLs on your day-to-day activities. Okay. So let me jump to the SQL Server Management Studio window where we are going to try the cases. Okay. As you can see, like this is the our basic query, which is returning all the data of employees. Okay. Second is a example of case. Okay. Case should be start with case and it should be case block end should work with any keyword. Okay. In this block, we have to add a condition. So what condition I have added? If salary is greater than 80,000, then mark it as a high salary. Else make it as a regular salary. Okay. This is a case start in line number 4 and case ends in line number 7. Then we'll have to mention the table name from which table we have to fetch the value and we'll have to apply the filter on the values. Let's try to execute this query. Okay. As you can see, it has printed the name and it has printed the category. But what is the name of the second column? That is no column name. Okay. Let's give the column name as EMP category. Okay. Now let's try to run this query again. As you can see, what query is printing? Query is printed the name and the category. High salary, regular salary, high salary, regular salary. Okay. So in this case, or in this way, we can achieve or we can perform the basic case statement. Okay. Let's jump to the next case. Okay. What is the next case? That is categorize the salary. Okay. Which we have recently done. So we have what we have recently done, that is high salary and regular salary. But we wanted to add few more condition, high, medium and low. Okay. Let's try to jump to SQL Server and we will try to achieve this kind of a category. Okay. So let's try to write new query. Select name. Then we'll have to use case. Then we'll have to use end. Then we'll have to mention the table name. Okay. This is the basic syntax of case. Okay. We'll give comma here. Okay. In case, give semicolon here. And this is the case. Okay. Now we'll have to add a condition here. Case should be capital. Then inside the case, when salary is greater than 90,000, we can take it as 90,000. Then category is high. Okay. When salary is greater than 70,000 or greater than equal to 70,000, then medium. When salary is greater than equal to or no need to mention greater than equal to, simple else low. If it is salary is less than 70,000, then we'll have to make it as low. Okay, then we'll have to give the field name as employee category. This is very important cases, or this is very important concepts to understand how case works. This will be very helpful for you to prepare for interview, to give the answers confidently in the interview, or to write the query on the day-to-day activities in your existing store proc, or if you are planning to create a new store proc. So as you can see, the query has written the two column, that is name and the employee category. So we have all the kind of categories value: high category, medium category, low category. Okay, means we can say that this query is working fine. Now let's jump to the next case. What kind of a query we have to write? That is, check the manager availability. Okay, so we'll go and we'll check whether we have the manager ID in database or not. I don't think we have the manager, but let me try. If we don't have manager, you can try it at your side. Okay, we have a job title. So based on the job title, we can try to achieve the query. Okay, so let me go to the SSMS window. Okay, now what is the query we have? Check the manager's availability. Okay, so we are going, what we are going to do is select name, then case, then end from employees. Okay, let's give comma here. When job title is manager, okay, then manager is available. Okay, simple else no manager. Okay, so this is the query that we are going to checking the manager availability as availability. Okay, now let's try to execute the query. As you can see, for the name Nikhil, manager is available. For the name Rahul, manager is no available. Same for name Sneha, manager is no available. Same for name Priya, manager is available. So we can say that this query of the case whether manager is available or not, this is also working fine. Okay, next we can try to generate a bonus. Okay, this is a interesting query. I think this question I came to know that this question have been asked in the Synchron interview of Synchron, generating a bonus. Okay, if the salary is greater than 80,000, we'll have to generate 20% bonus, else we'll have to generate the 10% bonus by default. Okay, now let's try to write the query. This is very interesting question. So select name, comma salary. We have to print name, salary and bonus. Okay, name, salary, then we'll have to print case and from employees. Okay, in this we'll have to use when salary is greater than 80,000, then salary multiply by 0.20, else salary multiply by 0.10. Okay, from employees, as we have to give the column name as bonus. Okay, it is a simple query. Let's try to run and to check. Okay, as you can see, the query has printed the name, salary and how much bonus we are going to give to specific person. As you can see, Neha salary 60,000, we are giving a bonus to 60,000. Name Nikhil, salary is 90,000, we are going to print bonus 18,000. Okay, so similarly it will show, or it has written the output for all the 20 rows. Okay, so this is one of the important question, we can say that. Then Similarly, there are multiple questions or multiple permutation combination that you can try it out. So these are the example of cases which I have given, and how we can utilize the cases in real time use cases, how we can use the cases in existing store prop, and how we have to confidently answer in the interview if you have been asked any queries or any question based on the cases in SQL Server. I hope you understand how we have to use the cases in SQL Server.